face is red.
In my garage. Lamborghini.
At least you don't take a lot of pictures of the inside of your purse.
Sort of.
Oh, I missed the reference. Okay, hey guys, I'm in the car with my brother and my mom. And we're gonna go see The Meg. My face is red and disgusting because I got annoyed trying to buy tickets. Okay, how are we feeling? What are we thinking about the movie? You guys see the trailers?
Just the one where the little girl is like playing in front of the thing, and then the big shark and otter. That's
Yeah.
it.
You see any trailers, Mom?
No.
She just wants to go to the movies really bad. I don't think Mom really cares what we're seeing as long as it's not children getting cut up into little pieces or something. I'm actually excited for this. I'm not normally a shark movie person. Like, I usually stop at Jaws and that's about it. This one looks pretty good. I like it. I like that it's like prehistoric shark. I feel like it's a little bit more logical because I feel like there's something inherently silly about shark movies because in real life, a real shark wouldn't purposefully go after people and eat people. But then if they don't do that in movies, it's like something like Zombie Shark or Radioactive Shark or Sharknado, which is ridiculous.
So then this one is just, it's prehistoric, so it's really old and really fucking grumpy. It just wants to eat everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big. It's got to eat a lot.
Yeah, it's like a giant fucking shark. And I don't know, it just makes more sense if it's like, because imagine if like, I don't know, I feel like Jurassic Park is logical in the sense that if dinosaurs were to come into contact with humans, they would probably try and eat us, like the carnivorous ones, you know? So it stands to reason that a prehistoric shark would also try and do the same. Although I don't know. I don't think there's anything funky about the shark, like it's radioactive or anything. I didn't finish the book, so I didn't get through it all yet. I'll still finish it, but I just didn't finish it before the movie. My hand on the, yeah, I just didn't finish it before the movie. It's a lot to get through, I'm gonna say. It's a whole lot of talky, not so much sharky, you know? And I was expecting the book to be more like chomp chomp.
I feel
the whole movie.
like the market for scary shark books is very fucking small. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, there is no like, to put in words, like this shark is really big. Like trust me, it's really fucking big. You should be scared of it.
It's a lot of like,
Doesn't have the impact.
I don't know, like the author has like initials after his name, like I think he's like some sort of expert in something. I don't know if he's a scientist, but he has some sort of expertise. So it's a whole lot of like technical terms and very like scientific and very well researched. It's still kind of cool, but yeah, you're right. Like as far as my knowledge of shark books, there's Jaws and then there's The Meg. I don't know any other scary shark books. That's about it. But it's a whole lot of talky, not so much sharky. I don't like that. I'm not about that life. So hopefully this will be just a lot of like shark chomping things. Although I think it is rated PG-13, which I normally don't judge too hard like some people do. But I don't know. Like a shark movie though, especially because, you know, it's like a summertime movie, beach movie. I'm expecting like piranha, like titties out and then people getting ripped in half while also topless, like piranha. You guys know what I'm talking about. The best, like one of the best fucking sequences in movie history is the remake of Piranha, the bloodbath sequence when all the spring breakers are getting attacked by piranhas and they lift that one girl out of the water, like two guys, like one by the legs and one by the shoulders, and she just like falls apart in the middle and all of her guts come out.
Is that the same one where like the dude gets his wiener like bitten off?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yup.
Isn't Jason Statham in this one?
Yes. Jason Statham is the star. It also has Rainn Wilson from The Office, Dwight, for those of you that haven't seen The Office all the way through like 10 times like I have. Ruby Rose is in it. She's in Orange is the New Black, and I only watched like 2 episodes of that, so that's the extent of my knowledge on that one. But a lot of people are fans of hers. Don't know.
She won with like short hair or something.
Yeah, she's got short hair, she's got like cool tattoos and things like that, and
So Jason Statham, so I'm calling the ending.
what's the ending?
He's gonna somehow beat this shark with his bare hands.
He's gonna
Dude's
punch
fucking-
he's gonna do the classic like punch the shark in the nose, and then it just swims back into the Mariana Trench, and then that's it.
He's like 50 by now, but he could still like bend 2-inch wrought iron with his fucking abs.
It's gonna punch him in the nose and then really piss him off.
What if that's how the movie ends though? He just does the like the classic how they always say like punch the shark in the
Like-
nose to get it to go away, and then it just gets really upset and swims back into
Jason
the
Statham.
trench. And
Jason Statham is the human version of the Meg. Like, he's prehistoric, no one knows how old he is, but he could like eat anything. Like eat people alive. And everyone's like, yeah, I understand that.
there you have it, folks. That's the prediction.
I mean, but am I wrong?
That's how Tony predicts the movie's gonna end, with Jason Statham literally beating the Meg with his bare hands. I haven't read the book, so I don't know how, although I don't think that it technically ends in the book, because I think there's three books.
Shit.
I think it's a trilogy. I don't know. I don't know if they'll... Uh-oh. 5-0. Oh, he's coming for you.
They caught someone.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Maybe the red tide will kill it.
The red tide. The red tide. That's it. And it turns into an environmental movie.
Yes, the red tide's gonna get it.
Don't pollute. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's a trilogy of books. But I don't know if they'll make it. I guess it really depends on how well it does. If they make more. Because from what I remember, it cost about like $200 million to make this movie.
Jesus Christ.
And right now, I think worldwide, it's like 150, 160 something million as of like a few hours ago. So they still haven't even broken even yet. So if because obviously it's a whole lot of CGI, obviously, to make the Meg, I'm guessing. So if you're Tony cursing in the background, there's a stupid person crossing the road.
Like, welcome to fucking Florida. Dad just like hauls ass on his bike across 4 lanes of traffic and leaves his kid on the other side of the road. Like, thanks, Dad, you fucking dick.
It's like Happy Wheels.
Fucking Under Armour shirt, it's too tight for me.
Oh. But yeah, it depends on how the movie does. If it does well and it gets, I don't know, it's up against, like, at least horror movie wise, it's up against Slender Man, which is not doing really well. Not all that surprised. So I mean, that's a good thing. And I can't think of what else is in the theater. I don't think there's anything huge in the theater right now to like contend with it. There's no fucking Marvel movies out.
The only other thing I can think of, since I've been seeing trailers for it like everywhere, is that fucking Melissa McCarthy puppet movie.
Oh, Happy Time Murders or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the Muppets Gone Bad or whatever it is. Yeah, that's not gonna beat out the Meg. There's no way. Is Mission Impossible out?
It's either out or coming
Oh,
out.
okay. I feel like if Mission Impossible were out, that would be the only one that could probably like contend with it, because people are saying like it's like the best Mission Impossible ever or whatever.
Hopefully it's the fucking last one. This mission has been impossible for the last 5 movies.
Hopefully it's the last one. We don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them since the first one, so I don't even know how many movies deep we are on Mission Impossible. The mission for me to watch all of those films is truly impossible. It's truly impossible. This is totally unrelated to the Meg, but related to Mission Impossible. I saw an article or like a tweet or something about how Tom Cruise has apparently not aged since he played a vampire in Interview with the Vampire, which I strongly disagree with.
Yeah.
He definitely looks older than he did in Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah,
way older.
He's getting to that like weird, like doughy, used to be an action actor figure. Like he's just getting like more doughy.
Doughy.
Probably because he's not young enough to do his own stunts anymore. So it's like, you know.
And you gotta be
Doughy.
like, I've been
Doughy, like the Pillsbury Doughboy's
Yeah.
body.
like he's been fucking jumping around and shit for like 20, 30 years or something like
Been
that.
jumping around and shit.
I imagine he's tired.
Probably.
Everyone calls him gay and everything. That's gotta be exhausting.
Oh man.
He's got a tooth in the middle of his head. See?
It's not in the middle of his head, it's in the middle of his mouth. If it was in the middle of his head, it'd be like right here.
What's the
A
second?
tooth. This is besides the point. We're going to see the Meg. We're not going to see no Mission Impossible. Fuck that shit. Although, what's his face in the movie looks hot AF. What's his name? Henry something? Big dude? I don't know.
Henry Winkler.
Not Winkler. Fuck. Not Henry fucking Winkler. Cavill? Cavill? Is that how you say it? I don't fucking know. He's hot!
The name sounds familiar, but I can't put it first.
Like, god damn! I think he was Superman. One of the Supermans. I don't know. I don't know superhero movies. Anyways, we're gonna go see the Meg. So we'll see you in like 2 hours, which will be like a split second for you guys. Yep, we were recording.
The Meg.
Okay. So we just got out of the Meg. It pretty much met exactly my expectations. Like it looked like meant to be like B-movie fun time, and that's what it was. So I'm a completely satisfied customer, except, well, I'll get into that. What did you think?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, we live in Florida, Vicky. I don't think we'll be going to the beach for a while.
Okay, so we're not going to the beach for a while because Mom doesn't want to get eaten by a Meg. But they were in like
China.
Asia territory. They were like off the coast of China, and they were near like Thailand and all that. So he wasn't in Florida. He wasn't even close. What about you? What are your thoughts? Without giving anything away,
I know. As much as I want to.
we will just say there was foreshadowing in the beginning of this vlog. That's all we'll say.
Much more I want to say, but I like it a lot more knowing, not taking it as serious as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like super serious, and like the tension's supposed to be like very scary and all that junk. But because some of the like drama is like pretty goofy when you take like a step back and like look at it. But it's like once you accept it for what it is, then it's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, like that's what it was supposed to be. And I think there was like interviews going around where they were talking about how that's kind of how it was meant to be, like a silly movie like that. But like all the actors, like Statham, agreed like he was gonna take it serious, and I think that made it like, not like he was gonna take it serious like it was a serious movie, like he wasn't gonna just half-ass it because it was a silly movie. Like,
Yeah.
so he like fully got into character,
Yeah.
and you could tell, and it made it more enjoyable because he was being so like dramatic.
They set
But
the
it was
tone-
funny.
They set the tone pretty early as well, because like one of the first things he says is that like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I love that.
I was like, so that's what this movie is gonna be.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh my god.
It's not any like wishy-washy anything. Like yeah. That was perfect. Like, I loved that. Like, instantly, 2 minutes into the movie, and I was just like, yes! I'm here for this movie! Okay, I will say though, main complaint, not enough people died. I mean, I liked all the characters, but then that made me like more anxious, and I would have like felt sad and felt things if they died. Usually even in B-horror movies there's a higher body count, you know?
Yeah, well,
I wanted more people eaten.
yeah, well,
Less extras, I mean.
in the part of the movie where you expect a lot of people to die, there's like, I feel like instead of dramatizing each time it eats someone, it just sort of like went for like generalized chaos, and you're assuming people die.
Yeah, but I mean like main characters. Like of like the main core group of people, I won't spoil how many, but not that many die. That's what I'm saying. Like I know there are a lot of big name actors, and that kind of clues you in sometimes, like if they're gonna die or not, like you know. But we definitely could have had some more of the main cast get eaten. They spared a lot. Like, they just really like tried to play up the goofy, like, oh, this little kid is in trouble, this like little fat kid with the inner tube and the lollipop, and he's not even a main character, but he's endearing because he's like funny and adorable. And then they like tease it, but then spoiler alert for that kid, he doesn't die. Just one, he's not a main character, don't worry about it. Not enough people die.
It wasn't bloody or anything. Nobody got chewed up.
Yeah, like the most blood was like shark blood.
Yeah.
And like when they were like chumming the water, or you know, it eats a whale, or yeah, it was PG-13, but
So like exactly how
I've seen more blood in a PG-13 movie. And plus for a shark movie, I feel like you can get away with a little bit more. Because it's not like a slasher, like stabbing somebody repeatedly and then pulling out their intestines or anything like that. I feel like you can get away with it more because it's a shark movie.
But then by this,
Or, you know, it doesn't even have to be blood. He could just swallow people whole. He's that big.
That's what he was doing, sort of.
But not to enough main characters. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and at the smorgasbord. He had that whole smorgasbord. And I feel like he definitely could have swallowed a couple more people. Or she. We didn't establish if it was. I mean, it's named Meg.
They called it a she.
Yeah, but then Statham called it a bastard. And you don't normally call a female a bastard. I don't know, you just normally don't.
It's, well, what if it's a gender fluid shark?
Maybe it's a
Fucking, it's fluid and it lives in fluid, a liquid substance.
Oh my god.
It's gender fluid.
Queenie, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
I think we should get Filet-O-Fish sandwiches now.
You guys can get it. I'm not eating a Filet-O-Fish sandwich.
LOL.
I mean, I can. But am I gonna? Sorry, I had to do it.
Can we copy strike Nightmare Baby?
Oh my god, so many memes. So many memes. Okay, well, let's see. My feeling right now, before I let it settle in and I sleep on it, I'm feeling like I'm gonna get so much shit for this. I'm feeling like a 4 out of 5. Like, because it met my expectations. Like, I expected a certain movie going in. I got that movie.
I thought
it was fun.
really deep.
Thought it was, oh Jesus. Oh. I quit YouTube. Just gonna let myself out. God. gonna be laughing about that for the rest of the night too. I'm sitting at a 4 or 5 right now. Met my expectations. I'm hearing some things that some people kind of didn't like it, but maybe they just didn't get it, you know? It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Because it is like, why? It is like a ridiculous concept. If you treat it like that, then you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
The only thing, like for me, I would like ding it. If I were to give it a score, I would ding it because you can't, it's not very rewatchable unless you just want to show it to a friend and then talk about it.
I don't know, I think it's pretty rewatchable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as rewatchable as Jaws is. Oh my god, that's when everybody unsubscribes. It's not on the level of Jaws, but it's just, I feel like it's just as, well, I mean, it's not as like mentally complex as like a psychological thriller, but I think it's just as rewatchable as like any slasher or anything where you know what the fuck's gonna happen and you know all the lines, and but they're still enjoyable to watch. If you like these sort of movies, and I know there's a lot of people, my patrons, that love, you guys fucking love the fucking animal attack movies, like goddamn, you're probably gonna like this movie. Don't take it too seriously. Also, I have to point out, I love that Rainn Wilson was like the audience. With the whole like Shark Week comment, like why don't you tag it? Like literally, like you know how like you have a character when they're playing the audience, like they're saying exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, and when also like the double tap moment as well.
Yeah, the double tap moment. Yeah, when he's like trying to make sure the shark's dead, he's like, no, hit it again, hit it again. Same as the audience. And there was that one part, I can't even remember, where Jason Statham does something badass and he's just like, hell yeah! Like, I love that part. Okay, so when you say ding it, what does that mean? What would you rate it if you were rating it like right now?
I wouldn't, it's not a 4. I would say like maybe like 3.5.
3.5?
3. Because I mean like when it's something that like it is, when it's as goofy as it is, because I don't know, with a movie like that, for me, I either, if it's gonna be that goofy, I'll enjoy it if I expect it to be goofy, but I'll rewatch it if it's like funny, and it really wasn't that funny. It was just, it was like the cheesy sort of funny, and that for me, like I'll be like, what am I doing watching this again?
So it definitely depends on what you like on humor. Because if you're someone like me, I'll watch something goofy like that again. For something like, you know, if I just want to watch something fun. Mom, what would you rate it?
I'd rate it 3.5 to 4, yeah.
3.5 to 4? Alright, so that's the general consensus. So I guess on average we're like, what, like a 3.7?
Something like that.
If we were to average out all 3 scores. So if you guys saw it this weekend, let me know what you thought. My full review will be up later when you see this. And since they came out on the same weekend, I wanted to see the Meg first. So we saw the Meg, and then you guys will get Slender Man next week, which not too excited about it, but that'll be next weekend. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.